Okay. So in this lecture, we are going to introduce the last structure in Java collection framework in this course, which is the map. Okay, so I remind that we have already presented the different collections in Java collection framework, starting from the interface collection, okay, which is extended by two interfaces, list and set. So list, it's for collections that allow to store duplicate values, and set does not allow to store duplicate values. And for the list, we have array list and linked list. For the set, we have set, hash set, and reset. So we have introduced all of these different classes. We have also discussed the performance, the difference between array list and linked list. So in summary, array list is faster if you want to get elements, okay, using the get method, and linked list is faster if you want to add elements in the beginning of the list. Okay, we have also introduced the interface iterator that allows you to go through all the different elements. So we have iterator that is applicable for list and set, and you have list iterator for the lists. Okay, and list iterator allows you to go forward and backward. Today, we're going to present another interface, another collection, okay, which is the map. And map, as you can see, does not extend collection, because collection, it is usually for sequence of elements like an array, okay, like one dimension. So here in the map, it's two-dimensional structure, okay, that contains key and value, okay, and like the set is divided into the hash set, hash map, and tree map. Okay, so let's go for coding. Map test. Okay, so I'm going to make public static void main. So in order to create a map, okay, we use the map interface, and here it's a generic class with two different types. Okay, so I'm going to create a map that will store word, so the key are words, and here is a number. Okay, let's say an integer. Okay, so let me call it word map equal new. So here I have the choice. I can use HashMap, okay, integer, what is missing here? No, it's java.util here. Okay, yes. Now it's working fine. I can also use TreeMap. Okay, I will tell you the difference later on. So let's use HashMap in the beginning, and then we come back to that one. So what is a map? A map is like a two-dimensional structure. Okay, it contains a key and a value. Okay, so here in this word map, for example, if I have a sentence like this, okay, I like CS102 course because, okay, CS102 course is good. So I'm going to create a word map that contains the key a word. For example, a word here, I like every word, okay, CS102. And then I will put the value, the number of occurrence. So for example, I, it repeats only one. Like, it repeats only one. CS102 repeats two. Course, how many times? Two. And CS10, okay. So it's already there. Course is repeated one, and good is repeated one. Okay, so the key here should be unique. It should not repeat. For example, I cannot make CS102 here again in the key. Okay, so the key is unique, and the value can repeat, okay, depending on what we want to put here. Okay, so here I put the key is a word from a sentence and the value, but of course I can do any other kind of map. This is just an example here to introduce the map structure. Okay, you can have, for example, a map, key, and value. Okay, for example, the key can be the student ID, and the value could be, for example, the name. Okay, for example, I can have this is student ID for, okay. So the student ID is something unique. It cannot repeat. However, for the value, it's possible to have more than one student have the same name. Okay, this is another example of map. So the key must be unique, and the value, okay, can be any value here. So what is the type of the key? So here I have a map, string, and the value is string. Okay, so it can be any type here. Okay, so now let's go back to our first map. I'm going to use this map now. I'm going to create a string, okay, that is the sentence. Okay, let's take this one. And now I would like to do a program that is going to read this sentence and then add the different words into the word map and their frequencies as well, how many times they repeat. Okay, but first of all, let's see what are the different methods for the map structure. Okay, as usual, we go to Java documentation. So the interface map, it takes two classes, K and V, okay, of any type. It's a generic class. And have different methods. So the method clear removes all the mappings from the map. We have also the method put. This is something that we want. Okay, so the method put here, it associates the specified value with the specified key in the map. So if I want to add something to the map, we don't use the method add. There is no method add here, but we have the method put. Okay, word map dot put. Okay, so here, let's say like one. Okay, let me make another map. Student map. I will use here a TreeMap. And student here will have string as a key and string as a value. So I can add a new record into student. For example, here, the student ID, and here I will add the student name. I can add another student with a different ID and a name. I can add another student with an ID and a name. I can show the content of the map, student map here, just printing the object. So this is how it looks like. This is a map structure. We have an ID equal the value. ID equal the value. So what happens if, for example, I'm going to try to put the same key again? Okay, and here, let's change the value. What's going to happen here? No? So basically what happens, this record will be overridden. Okay? And now if I execute, so ST1234 is just equal to Salah. There is no Muhammad name here. Okay, it was overridden because the key is unique. So if you put twice to the same key, you will remove the previous entry or input to the map. Now,
can you use the same key in two different maps? So
let's say, yes, in two different maps, yeah, of course.
So
They are completely different. Now, if you want to use the same key here in word map, they are different. Now we talk about the same map. The same map, the key must be unique. So we have also the method remove. We can remove an object, and we have also the size that returns the number of key value mapping in the map. I can print the size, student map dot size, and now I can remove student map dot remove. And here I have to specify the key. For example, I would like to remove this record. I just need to specify the key here. And let me show again the content of the map after removing. So the record with the specified key is going to be removed. Okay, and you can see now this is the size before removing, and this is the size after removing. Clear removes all the mappings from the map. If you use student map dot clear, in this case, all the records will be, it's going to be 0, will be removed. Okay. Let me give this. You have also the method contained key and contained value. It's going to return true if the map contains a mapping for the specified key. Now we can check S out. Student map dot contains key. Let me put this key here. And if we put different key, plus, does the map contain the key, this one, They can make an example with false. So I put something that does not exist here. Okay. We run the file and adding this space. So it's true for this key and false because it doesn't contain the following key. The same also for the value. You can do the same for example, for the value here. Let's say Muhammad, and here Anis, Muhammad here. And here we check with the method contains value. It's going to return true if the value exists and false otherwise. You can see over here. So we have contains key and contains value. It's useful to see whether the map contains a specified key or specified value. You can also return a particular value for a particular key using the get method. For example, I would like to know what is the name of the student with this ID. Okay, so I can do name of student with ID. How to know that? Okay, student map dot get, and here I will put the ID of the student so that I can get the value that corresponds to this ID. So the name of the student that corresponds to this ID is Ali. Okay, using here the method get. Is empty returns true if the map has no key value mapping and false otherwise.
Can I use get for value and return the key?
Mm-hmm.
Can I use get for value and return the key?
Get, it returns the value. No, it's not the opposite, no. Because one value can have several keys, but one key will have only one value. So put all, it allows to copy all the mapping from a specified map to another map. If you want to copy one mapping to the other, you can use put all. And values returns a collection view of the values contained in this map. So here, if you want to get all the keys from a map, and this is something that is actually needed, we can do here collection. For example, for word map or even for student map, okay, student keys. I know here string, okay, is equal to student map dot key set. We did not talk about key set here. No. The key set, yes. Key set return a set view of the keys contained in the map. So key set here is going to return all the keys from the student map. So it's possible to write here set student keys, okay, and here, so the return type is a set of keys, the set of keys. I can print all the student keys here, student keys, student plus. Yeah. You can see now the student keys are contained into a set. And this is normal because the keys are unique and the set only store non-duplicate values. We can do the same also for the word map. Set string word keys equal word map dot key set. Okay, so key set here allows you to get all the values, all the keys from the map. Good. So now let's come back to our example. Now, these are the main methods for manipulating the map structure. And now we'd like to make this example. That is, we have a sentence, and then we would like to store all the words as keys, and their values will be the frequency of occurrence of the word in the sentence, like in this example. So for example, it repeats only once, like repeats only once, CS102 repeated twice, and so on. How can we do this? You have to make a loop, yes. Let me make a new program, word count test. So first of all, I need to take all the words into this sentence. How to get them? How to get the words? How to get the words into an array? I want to have an array of word, of string. I call it words. How to get that? Sentence dot split, and I will use space to split. And here I will have a word, an array of words. Okay, and then for every word in the array, I will add this one into the map. So basically the idea here, for every word, now I have an array of words, something like this, like CS102 course, CS102 course, and so on. So I will go one by one. For any value, I will put this value into the map. With which frequency I will put it? Yeah. So now this is the first time, I will put 1. So if it is the first time, if the map does not contain the word, in this case, I will put the word with the value of 1. Same thing, for example, then for for CS102, for course. And now if I come to CS102 again, it is contained in the map. Okay, so here I will take the previous value, 1, plus I will increment by 1. Same thing here, and so on. Okay, so my algorithm will be as the following. If the map contains the word, in this case, or does not contain the word, add the word to the map with frequency, how much? 1. Else, add the word to the map and increment its previous frequency by 1. واضح الالgorithm? So we're going to check. Now this is the algorithm, and we're going to check whether the map contains the word. If it does not contain the word, I'm going to put the new, because this is the first time to be added. I will add it with 1. If it contains the word, I will check what is the previous value, and then I will increment it by 1. So how to make it now? If what? If word map dot key ولا value? Yes, so the word is the key. So contain key here. W. Yes. Word map. We have to add the word to the map. How to add now? We use the method put, which takes the key. What is the key here? What is the key? What is the key here? Is the word. Okay. So the word here is W. صح ولا لا? And what is the value? 1. Now these are the two lines. If the map does not contain the key, so does not, it's like this. If the map does not contain the key, I will put the word with the frequency equal to 1. Else, we will do word, we will add again word map dot put. What to put here? W. And what is the value now? The frequency? Yeah. What is the previous frequency? Previous frequency. How to get the previous frequency? Word map dot. I want to get the frequency of this word. Now it is contained in the map. So I want to get its value. What method to use? The method get. We have here the method get. Returns the value. So what is the value of the word? It's frequency. صح ولا? Okay, so here we can use word map dot get of W. So this is the frequency, and here we will put previous frequency plus 1. Okay. Is it clear? We can now check after the for loop. S out word map okay, because it was with the space here. I will remove this point. Like 1, CS102 twice, I1, course 2 is 1, and good. واضح؟ Look now, if I put TreeMap, look at, tell me what is the difference. Let me execute. Look at this, and the result. So when we use TreeMap, they are going to be sorted like the tree set. The keys will be sorted according to their order. Here, because it's a string, so they are going to be sorted according to alphabetical order. And by the way, if you use a TreeMap, the key must be comparable. The key must be comparable because the TreeMap, the keys will be a tree set. And for the tree set, as we discussed last time, they are going to be organized according to their order. And for that, they must be comparable. So for tree set and TreeMap, the keys must be comparable. For TreeMap, the keys must be comparable, and for the set, the object must be comparable. Voila. So this is the difference between TreeMap. It's going to organize the different keys according to their order, and the HashMap will have any order.
So the second method is when you put word with after the else, and you put the same, and you increase
By one, yes.
So it will delete the previous.
It will override, as we mentioned that before. When you put the same key, it's going to override the previous value. واضح؟ Okay, we can do now a method for printing the different values. So now I would like to print the values according to word and frequency, something like this. So here, let me make printf, %s here, so %10s, 10s, here word, and here frequency, and then /n. I will put minus to be left lined. I will put more space here. Okay, so I would like to print the word here below and the frequency below the frequency column. So it's like a table with two columns. So how to loop over the different values of the map? For every key, I would like to do for every key, I will print the key and the value. Very simple. So first of all, I need to get the keys. To get the keys, I will have to get the keys as a set. I will call it word key set equal to what? Word map dot key set. So as I mentioned here in the previous example, we can get all the keys using the key set method. So here I will have all the keys or all the words. Then I can do a for loop where I can do an iterator. So for example, I will do an iterator here, or I can do a for loop. I can do an iterator, word key set, or IT equal word key set dot iterator. So what it will do here, it will create an iterator that starts from the first word, like it's going to start from here. And I can use next. Okay, so while it dot has next, it's the same that we did before. I will take the word itself. What is the word? How to get it? How to get the word? it dot dot next. Okay, I will get this word. Okay, I will get the frequency. What is the frequency? Yes, the iterator here, we have to specify its type, of course, because now the key set is a key set of string, so the iterator will be over string here. So what is the frequency now? How to get the frequency? From the word map dot get, and here I will put word, and then I will just print system.out.println. Here I will print the word, and here I will print the frequency. Let's check. Okay, that's fine. So it's taking the words one by one. And printing them. Is it clear? I can do also a for loop without an iterator. So this is like first approach using an iterator. We can do second approach using a for loop. What we can do, for every string word in keyword set. Okay, I will do the same. And print here. It's going to give the same thing. So here, if you want to loop over the values, you can use an iterator, and you can use a for loop to go through all the elements. Very simple. Any question? Yes?
For the word set, the key set, when we extract it, how can I use them in another map? Like, for example, the student ID. If I want to use them in another different map.
For which purpose?
For example, like having the student courses and having the student names.
Yeah, you can put them. You can use put and add them with different values or with the same values and so on.